Welcome to week 2 of reading every book, short story, poem, and play on the planet. So it's been a pretty good week. I read a decent amount. Ended up reading 4 books, none of which were physical copies. So I guess I listened to 4 books. The first book was titled All the Sinners Bleed by S.A. Cosby. And it is a crime book. It's about a black sheriff dealing with racism and small-town politics in the South. So it's very interesting, and it's all set within trying to find the serial killer. So it's a really interesting book, and it keeps you engaged the entire time. The reason I picked this one up, other than having to read everything, is because I'm meeting S.A. Cosby in about a month. He's coming to my college to do a reading, so I'm going to get to talk to him, and that'll be really cool. The second book I read was a Rick Riordan book, and if you don't know what that means, I cannot help you. It was The Sword of Summer by Rick Riordan, and it is the first book in the Magnus Chase series, which deals with Norse mythology. And yeah, I haven't read it yet. I haven't read the trilogy, so that's going to be the next few things that I read, is that trilogy. And then the next book that I read this week was The Hidden Oracle, also by Rick Riordan, which is the first book in the Trials of Apollo series, which I also have not read. So both of those I have started working on reading, and I really enjoy them so far. Magnus Chase is really good. I'm excited to see where that goes. The fourth book is called In Plain Sight by C.J. Box, and it is the 6th book in the Joe Pickett series. And the Joe Pickett series is about a game warden out in Wyoming named Joe Pickett, and he deals with, crimes or whatever else is going on. I picked this series up this summer while I was working, and I've just been listening through. There are over 20 books, and he's coming out with the newest next year, so I'm really excited, hoping to be able to read that right when it comes out. 4 books this week. Ended up reading 2 plays, which is surprising because I've been stuck on 4 plays for the last year, and both of them are only 1-act plays, so it's not like they were long. The first one was called Trifles by Susan Glaspell, and then the second was The Real Inspector Hound by Tom Stoppard. Both of those were for my literary studies class, and they were interesting. I read 1 short story this week called A Death in the Woods by William Gay. And then I read 6 different poems this week, which I am still not going to list. So that's what I read this week. I'm hoping to start making more progress on those Rick Riordan books so I can move on with my life. I feel like I've been missing out. If you want to see the full list of everything that I've read, I have a spreadsheet that's attached in the description, and it is in my channel description as well. So I hope that y'all have had a great week, and I hope this weekend goes well for you, and I will see you next Saturday.